How to make money with AI art. So in this video, I'm going to tell you one of the best and at the same time, one of the easiest AI business ideas you can start right now. I'm going to show you step by step how exactly you need to go about if you want to do this. And I'm going to give you some very useful tips along the way. So first of all, let's look at some examples. If we go to Etsy, and on Etsy, you will see this product right here, which is, as you can see, it's a digital download and it sells for $6. And if we look at the store, this store has over 60,000 sales. If we multiply that by $6, that means that it has generated at least $180,000. And if we actually go to the store, you will see that they actually have a lot of different packages. So here, for example, this one is $63. This one is almost $40, 12, so on and so forth. So it's actually probably even a lot more than just $180,000. By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the descriptions. Here, just to give you another example, we have these designs that, again, they are digital downloads. You download them, then you can print them out and cut them out. And as you can see, it's a bestseller. And honestly, the design, I mean, it's a little bit subjective, but in my opinion, it's not really the nicest design. But as you can see, it's still a bestseller. And if we go to the store here, you will see over 20 people have this in their cart, so it shows you that it is actually selling like crazy. By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below. Another example here, we have the store that sells very simplistic yet very nice looking designs. And as you can see, it's all digital downloads, again, over 12,000 sales. And there are a lot of different examples. I could go all day about this. There's actually one example that I will show you later that I think does exactly what I'm about to show you. So for this business idea, first of all, we need to get some images and we can use AI to do that. So what you want to do is you want to go to Midjourney. And if you don't know, Midjourney is basically an AI tool that allows you to put in prompts, basically put in text, and it generates really actually absolutely amazing images from the text. As you can see, here are some of the examples. I absolutely love this image right here, but you can have a look for yourself. They really can create some absolutely amazing images. So what you need to do is just go to Midjourney website. I'll leave all of the links, and what you want to do in here is just press to join beta, and then basically you'll just need to sign into Discord. And Discord is sort of like a server, and on the server it's basically a chat if you've never used it. To make it very simplistic, it's a little bit more advanced than that, but basically here you can just join one of these newbie rooms, and you will see that a lot of people here are generating all of the different images. And all that you need to do is you just need to type in imagine. And as you can see now, we have this prompt that comes up. So we press on this, and now we basically just put in whatever text we want. So let's say in this case, I put in minimalist hipster pug wearing a helmet, and I press OK to start generating these images for me. Now here, as you can see, it has generated me some images, and on the side here, you can open your inbox and you will see all of the different images that you tried to generate. And you can always choose to elaborate on certain images, or you can put in slightly different text to change it up, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through the whole Midjourney tutorial. I will leave some links for that. But basically, as you can see here now, we got a few different images, and I actually really like these ones. I think these ones look very, very cool. And all of this was done literally in 5 seconds, just me putting in the text, and that's it. So with Midjourney, you get 25 first free generations, and after that you do need to get a paid plan. It isn't that expensive. I will try, by the way, also to put some other tools that you can use for image generation as well. And also, by the way, I have over 1000 ChatGPT prompts and the ultimate guide how to use ChatGPT. So if you're interested, check out the instructions how to get that guide. So if you will need more images, you can go to get a paid plan of Midjourney. And again, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but I will leave some links. You can go check it out yourself. So the next step is we need to play around a little bit with our image. So in this case, I'm using Canva, but it doesn't really matter. You can use any design tool. I just really like Canva. So here I inserted the image that we got from Midjourney. And let's say I kind of like this yellow one, so I can just edit the image. So let's see, let's do crop, and I'm going to just crop it out like this. And then here we go. I basically resize this and we got our first image. So this image itself already I think looks very cool, but also what I can do is I can press on edit image, and here you can see we have this background remover. So I can press on this and it's going to remove background from the image. So now here we got the background removed, and it actually did pretty good job. It looks pretty good. If you want, you can always sort of adjust and restore some of the things. And by the way, you don't need to just use Canva. There are some other tools, because the image removal on Canva, I think that is all on the pro plan. So I will leave some other links for other softwares where you can do this, I think, for free. But now basically what we can do with this is we can move this around, and if we want to, we can go to backgrounds, and now we can start adding different backgrounds. So as you can see, now we got this background, and you can basically just adjust, create different variations of this. We can move this around. We can actually even go back to Midjourney and generate some other really cool elements or other really cool backgrounds. Or we had 4 different Puck pictures, so we can cut all of those pictures out, and then if we want, we can put them maybe in one design, so on and so forth. Basically, this just allows us to take those elements that Midjourney has created and then create more different variations. So for example, here as well, what I can do is I can go to text, and I can take one of these texts, and I can add this to the design as well to just make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so in this case, just to show you an example, I just put some text to pug or not to pug, hashtag pug life, and now we got this little poster type of looking design that literally took me maybe 2 minutes to make. By the way, I have a bunch of other AI business ideas, so check out the link in the description, and also follow me on my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. I do post a lot of different things there as well. All right, so the next step we need to do is we need to now go to Etsy. And on Etsy, you can go and create a seller account. And basically what seller account, it doesn't cost anything to start on Etsy. And they already have this pre-built audience, which is pretty nice. And the only thing we'll need to pay for is 20 cents per every listing, every time you upload a new listing. And by the way, I do have 40 free credits, so check out the link in the description if you want. The first 40 free credits with that link are going to be completely free. So aside from that, we also just need to pay transaction fees, and then if we are using ads, then you obviously pay for the ads. So I'm not going to go through the whole process of setting up Etsy store. I believe you can do that yourself. It's very simple. But what we're doing here is we're going to be selling this design that now we have created as a digital product, so someone else can download that design, and if they want, they can print it out on a poster or whatever exactly it is. And I'll show you also some other ways how we can use these designs to monetize as well. And also, by the way, I do have a bunch of other videos on digital products, so if you're interested, check out some of the links in the description. So one thing I will say here as well is, first of all, when we have this design, what we can do is we can just press on download, and then we'll be able to download this design as a picture. And here I already inserted the design. As you can see, now it's basically this one image. And what we want to do here as well, to make it a little bit more appealing, we don't want to just insert a design like this itself. We want to make it sort of so people can see what this would really look like if, let's say, they are going to print this out as a poster. And by the way, with Canva and all of the other tools, you can customize different sizes for different posters, so it's easier for people and all that kind of stuff. So in here, what we can do is we press to edit, and in here we go to smart mockups, and as you can see, now there's a bunch of different mockups. So let's say we just choose this frame 4, and now this image is going to be put in this mockup. So now, as you can see, it has generated this image right here. So it's a lot easier to, actually this is not even the nicest image. Let me choose something a little bit nicer. Okay, so as you can see, now we got our mockup, and within the mockup, this just basically allows people to see what exactly this image would look like at their home. And there are a lot of different tools, so you can do this with Canva, as he said. But if you don't have Canva, you don't want to use Canva, there's also places like Placeit, where you also have a bunch of different different mockups, sorry, that you can choose from. So I believe some of the useful links where you can get these mockups, but definitely use some mockups. It's going to drastically increase your conversion rates. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the first step. We just upload these designs to Etsy, put descriptions, put keywords, and that is pretty much it, and we can start selling right away. You can start making money right away. That's why I said it's one of the simplest ways to start a business using AI. However, there are some other additional things that you can do to take this a little bit further. So first of all, there's a bunch of other different websites that, aside from Etsy, where you can upload your designs. So one of the websites is Redbubble, and basically here, kind of similar concept. It's probably even easier because here you just upload your design, and then they are going to upload your design on all of these different things like t-shirts, stickers, so on and so forth. And basically you just, whenever they sell something that has your design, you are just going to get a cut. And there are a bunch of these different websites where you can do this. By the way, I know that this sounds like it's a lot of work to be now uploading all of these different things elsewhere, but what you can do is you can just find a cheap virtual assistant, because this is very simple work. Once you do it once, you know exactly how to do it, and then you can just tell your virtual assistant to do all of these things. And even when it comes to Midjourney and generating images, you can actually even easily outsource that as well. You might want to have a look for yourself which images you prefer the most and what kind of prompts you want to do and that kind of stuff. But honestly, all of the listings, all of that kind of stuff, you can outsource all of these things. There are a few different places as well where you can hire virtual assistants. There's one place that I like the most where you can find very cheap virtual assistants, hire them once, pay one-time fee to hire them, and then you work directly with them, so you don't need to pay a cut every single time. So again, I'll put all of the links in the description. Now, the next way you can also customize this aside from digital products is print on demand. So you can go to websites like Printify, or you can go to Printful, and again, I'll leave all of the links for all of the different websites. But what this does is basically it will take the design. So for example, we had this bug design, and then you can go through the different product catalog, and within this catalog, it's going to put your design on all of these different products. So let's say we want to maybe sell t-shirts with your design, or we want to sell stickers with your design. It's going to put that design on these products. And basically you can choose the different colors that you are going to provide. You can choose the different sizes, so on and so forth. So the way this works is basically these print-on-demand services, they are going to do everything for you. So you just need to insert your designs, and then you can actually connect these services with all of the different selling platforms, whether it's Etsy. You can actually connect it directly with Etsy. You can connect it to your own store if you're using something like Shopify, WooCommerce, so on and so forth. And then when someone makes an order, someone purchases one of these products, the print-on-demand service, they will print out, or they will create this product, and they will send out the product directly to the customer. So you don't need to do anything yourself. They take care of the whole fulfillment process, and basically they show you the price, how much this is going to cost for the production and the shipping, and then whatever you put on top of that, that is going to be your profit margin. Okay, so now you understood the different ways how you can use these designs that you made and how you can monetize them. But aside from that, aside from going to Etsy or these other websites and selling your designs, you can also create, if you want to take it to the next level, you can create your own store. And this is probably what I would advise if you really want to start making a lot of money. You can go to platforms like Shopify or some other solutions. Again, I will leave some useful links about this, but what I would advise to do is maybe just go for one specific niche. So as I said in this example, for example, there are a niche of people that are just interested in pugs. So I would maybe use Midjourney and these other tools, create a bunch of these images that are very unique for pugs, and then create all of the digital products or even the print-on-demand products, and create a website that is specifically for that, and then start marketing that. And eventually, if you want, you can expand from that a little bit further into different niches. Oh, and I almost forgot. So I said I'm going to show you one store that I think is using Midjourney. This is something I found honestly within like 1 minute of research on Etsy. So if we look at this image right here, so as you can see, they're actually doing print on demand. So as I said, you can do digital products, you can do print on demand. They are selling this canvas. And as you can see, they've created a couple of these images. Actually, this one I think is from Canva, and wow, they are charging quite a bit, $46 for this. And if you go to their store, you will see that they have a bunch of these images that honestly they all look like they are generated from one of these AI tools. And as you can see, they got 10,000 sales on their store. So I hope you found this useful. As I said, I'll leave as many links as I can for you to make this whole thing a little bit easier. Also, as I said, I do have over 1,000 ChatGPT prompts and the ultimate guide. So if you want to get that, check out the instructions in the description.